could have been even worse if not for the actions of James Shaw Jr., who wrestled the gun away from the shooter. James, at what point did you realize something terrible was happening?
Probably when the glass was broken and shattered and it was dust in the air, and I looked back and there was a gentleman right there beside the entrance of Waffle House, and he was laying there on the ground. He was no longer alive, and he shot again, and that's when I jumped from my seat and kind of slid on the ground to the entrance of the bathroom. When he started shooting, I actually jumped and lunged towards the bathroom area, and I was actually looking at him, and then when he actually shot towards the bathroom area, and I was actually grazed with a bullet in my upper right elbow. After that, I think he had to reload. I saw an opportunity to kind of take advantage of him, so I ran through the door as fast as I could, and I hit him with the door, and that kind of made him a little woozy, and then he kind of let go of the gun, and then we was tussling for the gun, kind of wrestling for it, and he had it in one hand, and then that's when I took it from him.
People think about how they would react in a situation like this, but nobody knows until it actually happens. I mean, what was going through your mind when you made the decision, okay, looks like he's reloading, I'm going to do something?
The only example I can give it to you is if you've ever almost drowned and you're gasping for that air, that last bit of air or breath that you don't think you're going to get. It seems like it's going to take that long. So in that second I saw the barrel pointed down at the ground, it seemed like it was forever. I know I say it happened in a split second, which it did, but it seemed like it was forever. And in that time I was like, I have to go now. So I said, he's going to just have to work for this kill. And it luckily worked out in my favor. Like, the gun was hot. He was naked. None of that mattered. I could deal with nudity, and I could deal with a hot gun. You know, I got a blister on my hand. But
so you grabbed the barrel of the gun, and it was hot.
Well, yeah, after it had been discharged, and you know, it was very hot. But I didn't feel that then. I was just trying to get the gun away from him.
You know, there's some people who have asked if this could have been a racially motivated incident. Was he using racial, inappropriate racial words, or just swear words?
As far as I know, it was just swear words.
Okay.
All of it was a blur. Like, literally, all of it was a blur.
I mean, do you consider yourself a hero? Because, I mean, I sure do, and I'm sure everybody in that restaurant does as well.
Heroes seem kind of like they're not touchable. If I'm looked at as a regular person, if somebody else is in this situation, they have that same thing within them that they can project out also.
You know, James, I have this thing where I don't believe in naming the shooters in a case like this, in a mass shooting, because I don't think history should remember that person's name. But I certainly hope history and everybody in this country remembers your names, James Shaw Jr. Thank you so much for what you did and talking to us tonight.
All right, you have a good one.
Remarkable guy. That's a GoFundMe page he set up for the victims.